Hello, everyone, and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hi.
Going to be watching more Daredevil today. We're on episode 6, I believe, right? Yeah, wow. Condemned. That does not sound good.
Oh, that doesn't sound right.
Is that the apartment building?
That poor old lady, she was so nice.
That's right.
She was so sweet. And then Foggy and Karen being there, and we're having a moment, and the explosion.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Yeah,
We
right.
left on a cliffhanger.
Oh, wow.
We saw a lot of stuff happen last episode with Matt and Claire kissing and parting ways, not in a good way towards the end, because Matt, of course, doesn't want to be what he hates, but he's trying to think like they do to get what he needs to know.
And then Vanessa.
It seems to go
And
along
Fisk.
with what Fisk did.
Fisk and Vanessa are a match made in heaven/hell.
Yeah, I was
Visit
going
the
to
last
say
time,
heaven.
but- yeah. So they might be perfect for each other. And again, like, you see all these explosions, and I'm getting rid of all the bad people. With,
She seemed to be our
remember
hero.
that boy who got kidnapped and all this bad stuff these other people are doing.
What about the good people?
Exactly, not thinking like that, just thinking, oh, the bad
Exactly.
people are dying, and that's it. So good. So it seems like she met the right guy for her.
Guess so.
Pretty nuts. I love seeing Foggy like talking to this hot girl that he used
Oh,
to date,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
that's
he
right.
like sticks it to her, not that way, but like sorry,
Exactly.
but he actually like sticks up for himself and tells
Exactly.
her off.
It feels bad
Yeah.
for her going with that group.
On your knees.
You can't. Oh my God.
You're screwed if they find you.
Bullet in you.
They know who you are.
Asshole.
Yep.
Wow,
Wow.
wow, he jumped over.
Wow.
Yeah, see? Oh,
Oh my God.
What was that?
yeah.
Oh my God.
They didn't want any witnesses, though,
Oh,
so...
Matt.
Did the baggage?
Watch out.
I don't know.
Gun.
He had to do that though.
Holy crap.
Yeah?
And this guy.
Leslie.
Letting the police do their jobs. That's what I pay them for, isn't it?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's right, so...
whose work?
Здесь. Здесь.
Oh.
Пожалуйста,
They're
помогите.
gonna kill him.
Помогите
Right,
мне, пожалуйста.
right away. What are you doing?
Помогите.
Oh, please, people.
Kill you no matter what. Oh my God, the tie rockets right through.
No,
Watch that.
oh my God. You are so sick.
No problem.
Whoa.
Shoot him in the head.
Wow, he's strong.
Yeah, he is.
Свое сердце, блядь, на подив.
That sounds pretty bad, but I don't speak asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking up.
Down, so
Oh,
here we are.
Suck my dick.
Oh, jeez.
guys.
That's it.
No, this poor nurse.
Hey! Hey! I got an elderly woman over here. She's bleeding bad. Where's she hurt?
Oh, it's Claire.
Oh, there she is.
Well, that explains it.
Explains what?
Stabbing pain in my side.
Oh my God.
I made a very bad decision. That's my whole life. Good to have you back.
Anybody see Shapiro? Shapiro!
It's not as easy as it looks in the movies, you know.
I don't really go to the movies.
I don't think so.
Good point.
Hurry this up.
Just tell me what's there, anything you can use.
I know.
Sterilized.
My mask.
All right. You're gonna cauterize the wound.
That's
it.
Shouldn't we take the bullet out first?
Remember what I said about this not being a movie?
Okay, I'm gonna put you on speaker.
So you can hear the screaming.
Cauterizing the wound.
Ooh. Ooh, gross.
I'll tell you.
He's gonna pass out again. Yep.
I
Don't
hear
burn through
somebody-
his
There's company.
side.
Oh my
There's
God.
company.
Ugh.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like a little charcoal.
The 1010 northwest corner of 470.
I'm Batman.
Oh crap, they're gonna grab him. I hope he takes him.
Scary place.
Like, oh my God.
How dusty it is.
Show me your hands.
Um,
Yeah, right?
Just play dead.
Show me your hands, now!
We can't hear you. Who do you work for?
City of New York.
He is probably
2 months
innocent.
on the job.
Oh, so he's probably a good guy. He's a good cop.
He's believing him.
Tell him it's a false alarm. No need to send back up.
All clear.
Second floor, person mass, wounded civilian!
Yeah, see, he's a good cop.
Yeah.
1013.
How's he gonna get him out of there? He's gonna have to leave the body, and he's gonna die because they're gonna kill him.
Exactly. I'm just hoping he'll just grab Vladimir and go.
Every time you go in there, everyone has a bullet to their head.
These two guys are gonna murder.
Detective!
Oh,
Hi,
Ben.
Ben.
Don't talk to them.
I'd have you riding the desk after that thing with the Russians at the station.
You know, this thing goes sideways. I can't promise you don't get caught up.
Threat.
Threatening him.
Thanks.
I want everyone in Hell's Kitchen to see what's about to happen.
He's getting up.
He's gonna be in so much pain.
You've been busy. We could have used that
Not big on guns.
little stick much better.
There's a bullet inside of him.
Bullets still inside you.
American schools. Almost as bad as Russian.
Come on. Vladimir, the name.
He's gonna die.
Excuse me?
God.
Holy crap!
Ah, he's a fighter, huh?
Now he's on the first floor.
Whoa.
Oh, crap. Oh, they're getting all the media.
Yeah.
Knowing that your day's past. You're like the freaking dinosaurs watching.
God, they like to do that, yeah.
That guy.
I still got a few good stories in me.
I'm gonna go look for him.
Not like that.
The hell you are. Lay back. You are here. And safe. So let's keep it that way, okay?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Hell of a first date, huh?
Actually, I had worse.
It would have been too soon to be like, it was an explosive time. Just breathing all that in, too. Hopefully he's not punctured or something.
Oh, he is dead.
He is dead.
It looked like.
Oh,
he
I
was
didn't see his face.
Oh no, he
he's
is
not.
alive.
He's still alive.
But it was fun.
Oh my god. It's like almost dead. He's still cracking jokes.
He hears him dying.
CPR?
Yeah. He was in the thump, thump, thump.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh. Jeez.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Just let me die.
I'd like to speak to the man in the mask, please.
Ooh, that's Fisk.
Yep.
So close, yet so far.
He's gonna pick up, of course.
I want to save this city, only on a scale that matters.
I'm gonna tell that to the people you've hurt.
Young
He
man,
needs to get out of there. He's just wasting
life is not
time.
a fairy tale. Not that I don't admire what
Oh,
you're
they're see, they're he's just buying time to get them to get him. Come on, Matt, get the hell out of there.
Oh my god.
It's something that I do understand.
It's gonna take a lot more than a voice on a radio to stop me.
No, he's gonna blow you up, baby.
It's this city you just blew the hell out of.
Oh, he's blaming him.
Series of bombings. There's that police officer you're
He's
holding
hearing this now.
hostage.
What's he say?
Yes.
Still here, you fat shit.
Yeah, I know
Answer your question. The women, the children, the people of the city that you claim to
You
care
learned his
about.
lesson.
I mean, he hasn't told you anything yet.
He will, though. Now he's hearing visions. He's just
Wasting
You're
time.
a child. I'm glad we could talk. But
Let's get out, just get out.
You guys don't seem to be doing
Who's gonna shoot Ben? Ben! This sucks. Oh, and they're gonna play. Oh, they got him. Ooh, they got that bad guy. Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, he's gone. He's done.
turn it up.
Oh, they're saying the masked assailant did it.
Yep.
What?
Authorities have just just released, this man is responsible for the bombing.
Naturally.
As part of an ongoing feud with the Russian mob.
Oh my God.
Don't let your guard down.
On the news?
What's going on out there?
I'm trying to get out right now.
This is not how I die.
Sweet. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, and then his wound.
I say again, Officer Sullivan is dead.
Oh my God! Who did it to him?
He was doing the right thing and he got killed for it.
We're coppers. Or fake coppers. Oh crap!
Thank God he did that. That was an awesome
How are you
move.
gonna get out of this?
Woohoo!
Oh, jeez.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Oh, it's.
Oh, jeez.
Animals don't stop fighting. Not until one of them is dead. Did you know who controls money? His name is Leland Owsley.
Wow. Done. Wow. What an episode.
Oh,
that was so dark.
That was really dark.
And so violent.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I mean, we already saw gore in this, but that was so devastating with an innocent cop right out of the academy who was actually doing his job, was not corrupted. And he wasn't being a coward, and you know, he was attacked by a vigilante that is probably a bad guy, and then said, oh, well, you'll let me walk if I say what you want me to say, and then last second he still did his job bravely and still called them in.
Yeah,
which was a mistake.
Which, yes, he didn't realize that he was calling the most corrupt.
And then getting stabbed like that in the freaking chin throat area, the jugular. That was insane.
And telling him, oh, he's dead. Officer Sullivan's dead.
How scary in that moment. Like, you think, okay, well, maybe I am going to survive this, and your own come in to help you out, to only find out they're corrupted anyways.
Exactly.
That poor guy. I do love watching Daredevil fight. I love how he listens in and is always so in tune to things. And it was interesting to see him, too, knowing how the gun was being raised and with the light on him. And I know he sees a world on fire, but when Vladimir was, like, picking up his gun and he started walking over to help him, and then he was like, whoa, like, just to hear it raise, I guess. I was like, well, that's pretty sensitive.
How about Claire in the ER?
We finally see her working in her job.
I mean, and
how close everyone is.
Exactly.
I like Foggy and Karen together. I really think they're good characters, and they're cute. It's like that.
They are.
innocent,
She's so worried.
cute.
She's got such a, you know, she's such a, you know, concerned person, and she's
very
so
compassionate
caring.
too.
Yes, very.
And I'm glad that, of course, Matt saved her in the beginning as the masked man, because now she knows he's good, or she feels like he's good because he did such a good thing for her. So she's going to come to his defense in some way later on. And Claire, too.
Right, and she's probably going to go to Ben at some point and say, hey, that's not who I know. That's not the man that I know.
So that was all a bluff, too, when Fisk sent that sniper to go out and shoot those cops. When he was bluffing on Ben, like, was he really going to take out Ben? But he was really focused on getting the cops so that way he can frame Daredevil.
Right, exactly.
But when I thought Ben, I was like, really? I thought Ben was going to be a long-time character going through this whole thing.
He was going to be the...
I thought the guy in the white shirt, that detective or something, I thought he was on the Russian side, too. Wasn't he?
Well, he's corrupted. He's with Fisk.
He's on the Fisk side.
Well,
he's not
Fisk,
the Russian side.
But then they killed him, too.
Right.
So I threw me
I think they just found random. Maybe they just decided to kill off three cops or whatever just to, you know, have a story. But you're right. They killed someone that was kind of important, but maybe he just owns everyone. He has so many people that they're...
He does. And you know what? Yeah. And the other, his partner, is still there, so...
Yeah, oh my God, like you're nothing, I'm just going to kill you off like garbage.
Right, and he owns half the cops anyway, so he can just get another detective.
I like the banter, the bad banter between Ben and that bad cop, you know, like how they were threatening each other, but they were being all like funny about it, like kind of joking and like, oh, maybe I'll have you in my story, you know?
Ben wasn't hurt though.
I know.
I really hope he takes it down later.
Good guy.
I'm glad that Matt has Claire to help him out in certain situations, and I'm glad it was kind of easy to just use the flare to burn him. Because I'm like, if she steps him through complicated surgery without actually being there, like that would be kind of ridiculous in my eyes. I know he can like hear things and he sees more than we actually do with his other senses, but I'm glad she actually explained, you know, like if you try to fish that out, you're just going to kill him not knowing exactly where it is and where it's sitting. And ooh, but getting it burned like that to cauterize it,
you know, and that whole scene after Vladimir got a little bit better and after he woke up from being, you know, flared up. And Matt talking to Fisk on the radio, I'm like, he's just buying time. It was driving me crazy.
My God,
that was a good conversation too.
Yeah, it was very lengthy.
Yeah, Fisk talking, and then we're actually seeing these actions taking place, and we're freaking out.
Exactly,
but you're right.
because I thought the snipers were coming in and just throw a bomb in there because that was the bomb squad, you know.
Oh, jeez. That was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but man, Vladimir would not die. And it was funny because Matt just kept bringing it back to life. CPR, like really aggressive CPR.
God.
Matt goes through so much. Like he almost dies in so many episodes, and we're only on episode 6. We're only going on 7. He goes through a lot. He takes a pummeling, and he needs like heavy armor. He needs some kind of cool suit to help him, you know, so he doesn't get stabbed or get impaled in some way, because I thought maybe he would get impaled falling through all those floors.
He went through, what, 2 floors?
But Vladimir is tough, though, man. Like, going through that and still cracking jokes. I just want to see you bleed.
He did have a lot of respect, you know, for his own people and what's going on, and, you know, even for what Matt stands for. He's like, you're going to become corrupt like us, you know, almost like I was good to begin with. We became these bad people, and you're going to become a bad person too. It's inevitable.
Yeah, so that was good at the end where they almost had a truce pretty much, and even showing Vladimir with a gun, like he could have just killed him right then. So that was kind of neat to see that equal ground of they both had sympathy kind of for the other person, or kind of not respecting, but kind of understanding each other, and I'm assuming that he believes that Matt didn't kill his brother at this point.
Yes. Absolutely.
And he actually like shot them all and let him escape, so that was a huge thing that he did that.
Exactly.
I kind of wish he would survive though, because that'd be kind of neat to see that later kind of work it out.
I really did like him at the end. At the beginning, I liked the brother better.
Yeah, because he was
more
so
optimistic and, you know.
Yeah, and a little bit more like, well, he was calmer, and Vladimir's just so angry all the time, hot-headed, and just like spews out whatever he's feeling at the moment. Well, that was so disgusting. I felt bad because you could see they both loved each other, but the way he was just like cleaning the body with no head and staring at it, I'm like, it's just so disturbing to see that. I'm like, I would have covered up the top like we talked about, but that was really sad. But I'm glad that he knows the truth now, that it's all Fisk, and Fisk has so much power. To have the cops involved and so many of them too.
It's
so corrupted.
Crazy. That's really sad. Can you imagine just living in that community? I mean, how could you
trust anybody? Really?
I'm out of here.
I know you just want to like move out. And I know some people they're just so poor and stuff, and they have roots there that it's just hard to move on. But just like that poor woman who got hurt, Elena, being in a scary place like that. I mean, it makes me think of Gotham City. I know we only know it really from the movies, and I know it from the cartoon too, the old cartoon. But it's a really scary city, and you have Batman that like protects it all. But there's so much crime, there's so much violence everywhere on the streets. Going to the grocery store, it's like you never know when you're at risk, you know?
Yeah.
Well, at least Vladimir said the name to Matt, so Matt knows that name. But when is it going to end? You know, like you said. What's that going to give you?
I know, when you have so many people that are under someone else's control, it's like, how do you...
And he does know about the Chinese mob with Fisk now.
That's right.
Yeah.
He didn't know about that, and Vladimir was like, you don't know that?
And there's a lot going on that he has to find out. So very good. It's like watching a very action-packed mystery.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, it is.
Poor Foggy. I'm glad he's okay. I thought they were going to make that a whole thing too, with him being injured and not knowing. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's what that stabbing pain is." Like, I like the humor in it, but I'm like, really, you didn't feel it. If I get it when you're in shock, you're trying to help someone, but it's kind of like,
he was just worried about
that's what that is. I'm glad he's okay, and so I think Karen's going to help defend the man in the mask. And I hope they do find out who he is. That would be kind of cool, and then they'll all be like a team.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun. But
I think Ben's a little in his face with trying to get to the story and trying to be like, I think something's going on here, you know. And
yeah, don't push it too hard too quickly because you're going to be a red flag
I
for
know
them.
that's part of being a journalist and really trying to get to the story, but he's got to step it back a little bit. If he knows
I think so
how
too,
corrupt
because
these
he
people
might ruin opportunities. Like he's making it too aware. You know, they're going to be very alert with him around, and they might actually take care of it with something else.
Right, and they just threw it back at him like they just called the TV media. Okay, you want to see, you know, they're going to get it to you before the newspapers, so we're going to get it out there before them.
Yeah, and that's like the beginning stage. If he keeps pushing it, who knows what's going to happen. So
right.
I do like Ben. I'm just worried for him, of course, and everyone else on the show. But
and
it
his
is
wife,
good.
Too. We don't know.
Exactly. I think that's going to be the threat.
With his wife.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the threat. But yeah, Fisk is a scary guy. He has so much power and so much respect for the, well, not really so much, but for, what's her name, Gao?
The Chinese.
Yeah, she, like, he does have a lot of respect for her. So it kind of makes you wonder who has more power. But I know Fisk has probably the most power, but she is big too in her own right. And yeah, so he's like, he didn't want to disappoint her. He wanted something clean, and it's not completely concluded, so he's disappointed in that and doesn't want to disappoint her. So that's saying something about her character too.
Exactly.
And the whole speaking her language and knowing our language and still talking in her language, it shows power, I think, as well. And then having someone translate for the English people to understand her. Interesting. Liking the show. Very good. I think we'll end it there. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys. Can't wait to watch more.